know. And he starts doing that stupid psst, psst, psst. Has anyone ever noticed him doing that with his fingernails? So he makes that noise and he goes like that psst, with his fingers, and it's Sylvester the cat getting me claws out.
I've not
and he
seen
knows that it annoys us because it's not like that. I wasn't being catty. I was being constructive. And he knows it annoys us. Deliberately winds me up.
You've been a little bit catty.
No.
Yeah, well, no, yeah, but I don't.
I think him winding me up maybe made me a bit more.
And I think he definitely was winding you up.
I think it's funny seeing Louis and Simon agreeing on stuff. That never happens.
That never happens. Never, ever.
Oh, poor little Louis.
But that's only because it was Louis's group, anyway.
Yeah. Do you know what, though, as well? It would have been...
Yeah, can I just say my thoughts over Louis, by the way? I really missed him on Sunday. And I'm thinking of him.
Yeah, bless him. It's really horrible. The whole Stephen Gately thing's really, really sad.
Horrendous.
Really, really sad. But I thought the show handled it very well on Sunday because it's a bit of a, without being disrespectful, I think, and Simon kind of said the show must go on after he said some very nice things. I thought it was very difficult, especially for Dermot, who goes, "Hey, welcome to the X Factor."
Yeah, no,
brilliant.
Totally.
Now, the sad news is that's really difficult when you're trying to do that, especially when you've got an entertainment show. And I thought the show handled it really well.
Got it right, didn't they?
Yeah,
I think so.
I thought it was very good.
I think they got it
Me
right.
too.
Yeah, exactly right.
Exactly.
It's a great lineup, X Factor this year. It's really good.
I think so. There's some
Really
great
good.
talent on there.
There's some great talent in there, and there's some other people in there, but there's a lot of good talent. I'm going to write something down, and I'm not going to...
It's not hard to guess what you're writing.
No, but I'm just going to hold it up because I want to see your face, and I won't say what I've written down at all. You know what I'm going to write down. Okay, I just want to see your face.
Right.
Ready?
Yeah.
There you go. Lovely.
No further questions.
That's it.
Oh.
And I'm not going to say what I wrote down.
Can I ask a question?
You certainly can.
If you could have anyone else's act, who would it be?
Ooh.
That's a good question.
No, I would have me own. I would have me own and maybe one or two things.
I don't believe you.
Why?
I think you've got great acts.
I think you'd have John and Edward. I think you would, yeah. I think you could make them into superstars.
I think I'd give it a go. I think whichever...
I don't think you would.
Whichever category I had been given, I would have given me all.
I think you've got great acts.
I
but
think my boys are fantastic.
They're great, but Stacey's lovely.
Yeah, Stacey's lovely.
Absolutely.
And she's absolutely what you say is what you get. Even, because you get to stay with them backstage and during rehearsals and all of that. We don't just appear on a Saturday and that's all we say at the judging panel. You get to know them as people, and she really is what you say.
I like her.
I want her on the show sometime. Even if she gets kicked out.
She is cute.
Oh, you have to. You love her.
She's very cute, isn't she?
Yeah, she's sweet.
How old is she? 20? So she's what? She's 4 years younger than me.
4 years younger than you? Yeah, well, it's just that the age gap's probably too much in that respect.
No, I'd be fine. No, I'd be fine. Of course it is. How old are you, Cheryl?
26.
26. You think, oh, you're so old. Like me, 24. I'm like a baby. Stop laughing. Anyway, look, are we doing the news from upstairs now? All right. Thanks for coming in. We've got so much to talk to you about. No, you're not going. You're joking, aren't you? Because you were late. You're here till 11. I've got to talk to you about your solo stuff. I want to talk to you about Girls Aloud.
Yeah.
There's so many things to talk to you about, Cheryl.
I'm just looking forward to my cup of tea. Okay.
Is it where?
Stick the kettle on.
Well, give it to her then, you big Lego head. Right, Cheryl will have a tea. We'll get the news and sport. We'll come back.
More funny.
I've changed it now.
It'll
try now.
Don't want to ruin your hair.
Cheryl can hear you now.
That's it.
There you go.
Hello. Good morning.
Morning.
How's your tea?
It's lovely.
Is it all right?
Yeah.
That's a lie.
Just how I wanted it.
Just how I wanted it. Plastic and weak.
Plastic and now.
Yeah. Well, look, Cheryl's in, and if you got a question for Cheryl, you can text in 81199. Usual rules apply. We might not necessarily ask it because it might be rubbish, and if we do, you don't have to answer it. Okay. But if you want to send anything in, 81199 is the text.
Something
number.
Interesting that I don't get asked all the time.
Is Alid scaring you, Cheryl?
Stop it, Dom.
That's
no one's
my
mentioned
question.
it.
Not at all.
No? Okay, good.
Why would Alid scare me?
Well, he's just an Uber fan. And he was he's
Well,
been
I'm
quite
an Uber
excited.
fan of Alid, so it's fine.
Perfect.
Thank you.
We're on even par.
Alid, doesn't Cheryl look beautiful?
She does look beautiful.
Doesn't she?
She looks very good.
Could she turn you? I only say that because, and the reason I say that, and you had to back me up now,
Yeah.
because otherwise I'll get a
Oh, sorry, no, I don't mean to hesitate like that.
Is a few times in the 10 years we've known each other, you've gone, they could turn me.
Well, that was Sarah Cox.
I thought it was Joe Wiley.
No, Sarah Cox.
Right.
What
not
could turn you?
Not that Joe wouldn't. It was just that.
I'm confused. Who's going to...
No, it was Sarah Cox I made that comment about.
Right.
But it's different with Cheryl. You don't want to be Cheryl's friend for me. So no offense or anything. But, you know, so if I turn, then it'd be this, you know, pervy thing. I don't want to be pervy with Cheryl.
I do. No, it was just a joke.
See,
It's just a joke. No, come on,
it's like you've abused a friendship there.
No, it's just a joke.
Okay.
We're like cousins.
Cheryl, was Chris a nightmare on the mountain?
Southern America.
When it comes to perviness, or was he alright?
Not at all. He was too busy blubbing.
Yeah, shut your mouth.
See, in that respect, Alan's the least of your worries, really.
I wasn't blubbing.
Me not.
No, Chris, you were good up there. I got to see a really different, vulnerable side to Chris up the mountain.
It is there. You got to dig
there.
deep, but it's
It's in
there.
You don't have to dig that deep. I'm not made of stone. I've heart of
I
lead.
have really a mental image of you at the peak of the mountain. I've got like a really strong mental image of seeing you when we reach the summit.
I don't, in what way?
And I've had it. This was it was a really emotional moment.
It was horrible.
Was Chris smoking?
Yes.
No, not at the top.
Not at the top.
God, no, not a
God.
chance.
Really?
See, it was freezing. You wouldn't even getting your hands out your pocket, let alone smoking.
And it had taken us like 7-8 hours to get to the top from walking. So it was. It's the weirdest thing in the world, and people say people had told us this before we went up there, but you don't realise it till you get there. The whole point of that stupid blooming climb, I mean, you know, was to get to the top. And when you get to the top and it's taking you 4 or 5 days, the first thing you want to do within seconds is go back down.
It's
the weirdest.
It's so true.
It's the way, you go on holiday, you might fly to Australia and you can fly all that way, and then you want to sit on the beach for 2 weeks, you want to enjoy it, you want to go shopping, you want to go out drinking. You get all the way to the top of Kilimanjaro and you go, yay!
Get me down. It's so true. I think I might have even used a swear word at the top
I think
to
you
that
might have.
effect. Get me down.
Lickety chips.
I didn't even want to wait for a picture by the side. I was ready to roll.
Oh, if you could only hear the ridiculous lack of altitude, lack of oxygen conversations that were going on with us, of how once we'd hit the top, going, right, let's get off this mountain now. Let's get helicopters, planes.
Chris, I would have did anything at that moment in time. I was trying, to get a helicopter.
Really?
I tried by hook or by crook.
Ringing Addison Lee, seeing if they had it.
Well, now I want to stress we'd gone all the way up to the top, and then you start at this like high camp, right? So you start at high camp and you start at night time, and it takes 7-8 hours to get to the top. Then it takes another 2.5 hours to get back down to that camp, right?
Which was a big fat lie because it ended up taking like 4.
Exactly. So then when you get to that camp, then you have a break and we have some soup. We have like an hour, 2 hours as a bit of a rest, because that's more than we've done in a day. But when we got to that camp, the camp had blown away because they had 80 miles an hour winds. So their advice from the professional was, keep walking. Then it was another 4 hours to the next camp. So we started at midnight, right? And then we finally got to literally stop and take our boots off and go at 4 in the afternoon. And at 4 in the afternoon, we're ready to kill.
I bet you were moaning.
So I've walked in, we have a little kind of mess tent, and everyone's in there having a soup or a tea, and I've walked in and gone, right, what are we doing? We've got to get off. We've done it now, right? And I can't do what, because he had one more night, because it's so big. You're going,